Silas! You gonna say mama? Hey Pete, what are we doing?
We are building a mini run for these new chickens.
Well, they're not new anymore.
New to us.
Hi Pixie, what are we doing today?
Chilling. Eating some grass.
So we like to use Premier One electric net fencing. This is the chicken one. They have different ones for different breeds. Some of them are for like small livestock like pigs and sheep, and this is for chickens. So the smaller part is at the bottom so that they can't get out. We are currently not going to electrify this fence because it's just, I don't think it's really that necessary. And this fence can expand and it can be connected, so we've got 2 of them. So as they get a little bit older, we will expand the area that they can walk around in. So today, Pete went to Tractor Supply for just basic feed run and whatever. And the type of chickens that we've been wanting to do for meat birds, which are just Cornish broilers, they age really, really quickly. They can get up to 6 pounds in just a matter of 6 weeks, which is unnaturally fast. So anyways, it's the last of the chick days at Tractor Supply. So the chicken, which if you were to get one online, they typically run about $2.70 a bird. And these were listed at $1.99, but since it's one of the last days, we were able to snag 40 of them for 25 cents a piece. So you can do the math on that. So that's going to be awesome. So what we've done now is, well, we've thrown them into the doghouse over there, and they have a nice little setup. So the Cornish hens are great for meat birds because they grow rapid. The problem is that you can't raise them with like your other flock because you have to actually restrict the amount of food that they get. So you can feed them 12 hours on, 12 hours off. So in other words, you can just take out the food at night, and you have to make sure they constantly have enough water and clean bedding, as you should with any chicken, but it's even more so with these because they grow at such an extreme rate. So you really have to take precautions with them. As many of you guys probably heard, Boots recently got diagnosed with heartworms. Yes, he is on preventative medicine. However, this breed of dog grows too fast. So the medicine that he was on was for up to 125 pounds, and now that he has surpassed that weight, it's apparently not effective anymore, which I guess makes sense, but who thought to bring the dog in on a regular basis to get him weighed to make sure that the heartworm medicine did its job? Not us. Alright, Pete, so what are we doing?
So last night I built this frame from just some scrap wood and some donated wood from our neighbors. Shout out to Angel, thanks so much. Your wood is being repurposed into a really big chicken coop.
It is always best to use supplies you have instead of buying ones you need, if you can.
Yep.
So what do we have to do prep first?
You want something?
we're not going to put a floor in this coop because we are choosing to do what's called the deep litter method. And with that, you still put either hay or wood chips down on the bottom, and instead of cleaning it out when it gets soiled or wet, you actually add new clean stuff on top. And so the idea is that it'll eventually all break down because the chickens will scratch through it anyways when they're trying to get like their food and whatever else. And so they actually help break down the material so that it composts. And so then by the time we process these chickens in 6 weeks, we will then clean out everything, and then we can put it in the garden or flower pots or wherever else we need to, but it'll be really, really rich, fertilized soil. And it helps to have the direct contact with the ground so that the microorganisms can come up and help break it down as well.
Okay, so our coop is now done, well, almost done. The last thing that we have to do is paint it, and we'll probably do that this summer when we have more time. We'll most likely paint it red to match our big red barn and our other little red coop. You'll notice that the roof is slightly angled, and that's just to help with water runoff, and also it provides some air ventilation. We haven't added any windows. I don't know if we're going to in this particular coop yet. This is our makeshift door. We just cut it to fit out of the plywood that we had, installed a couple of hinges, and then obviously a latch. Let me go in here and show you what we got. Hey guys, if you'll see, we cut a little door for the chickens so that they could go outside. Alright, so over here we had to find out how to kind of connect it to this chain link area because, again, we want to restrict their feed. We've created this kind of tunnel so that they can kind of get in and out. And if you notice, we have the cinder block and the wood lining the bottom of it, and that's just so that they don't squeeze through it, because you'd be surprised, they can squeeze through tiny little spaces. And so for that reason, we've also lined this chain link area with some chicken wire, and we've just kind of zip tied it to it so that we can remove it and, you know, reuse it another time. Who's being nosy? Who's being nosy? Hi, Willow.